Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here to do a natural hair journey video. My natural hair journey, I filmed this probably so many times throughout my whole YouTube thing, and I've just never gotten around to edit a video about it, and it just got lost in the process. So I'm here to talk about my natural hair journey. I'm going to insert a lot of embarrassing pictures, so I'm not looking forward to going back in the vault. So let's start this off from when I was a baby. I was a beige looking baby coming out. I had a head full of hair, and throughout my childhood, I kind of remember when my hair was curly before I had a relaxer, but it's very vague and I don't remember. So I want to say I got my first relaxer when I was probably 8, maybe 9, maybe 7. I know it was I was really young when my mom gave me a relaxer, and my dad, from conversations I can remember, he would tell me that he told her to not relax my hair, and she did anyway. So I've had my hair relaxed throughout my entire childhood, elementary school, middle school, high school, and I didn't stop getting relaxers until I went off to college in 2010. So when I went to college in 2010, I was like, okay, no more relaxers. But when I did get a relaxer, I would hate that burning feeling, and my mom would be like, does it burn? Does it burn? Yes or no? And I'd be like, no. I would tell her no when I was really going through the burn, because I thought, okay, if my hair was burning, then that means that it's working, right? And I would be like, no, it's not burning. And so, yeah. So I got a relaxer probably every 3 or 4 weeks, probably every month from what I can remember. I'm sure I've gone longer than that. But yeah, I got relaxers a lot. I never really knew what my hair looked like curly. So as a child, I didn't have the opportunity to play with that. My cousins on my father's side, they have naturally curly hair. My grandmother, my dad's mom, she has very curly hair. And so I never really knew what mine looked like. I just knew what my grandmothers looked like, what my cousins looked like, what my aunts looked like. So I didn't really, think about it back then. It didn't dawn on me because I thought, okay, everyone gets their hair relaxed. So when I entered middle school, I was still getting relaxers and my hair was really thin. And at that point in my life, I was dealing with a lot of issues, mainly with depression and anxiety. And it was to the point where I was pulling my hair out. I was pulling out my edges. I was pulling out the nape of my hair. I was pulling out my hair into clumps. And I was, that was just how I was coping with my anxiety and my depression. So I did that throughout, I started in elementary school, and then I continued it through high school, and then I didn't really stop pulling my hair out till about 2008. That's when I stopped pulling my hair out. So that's a personal fact about me. So when I did go to a therapist and a doctor, they diagnosed me with I can't pronounce the name, so Trilla something mania. I will just put it right here because I'm horrible with long names. So I was diagnosed with depression. I was also diagnosed with the hair pulling out disorder. So I've had years of therapy to deal with those issues, and I just stopped in 2008. I think I just pretty much woke up one day, fought with myself to stop pulling out my hair, and I was still getting them relaxers. So that's that. So I've had my hair dyed blonde. I wanted really blonde hair when my senior year, because I just felt like I was growing up, about to graduate from high school. So I just really just wanted my hair colored. I never had my hair colored before. So my mom was like, okay, you could get the color, but you have to take senior pictures first. After you take senior pictures, then you could go color your hair. So my hair was long in high school. It was probably like here, and it was like curled up and everything. So I'll insert a picture of that too, somewhere on the screen. So after my senior pictures, then I want to say earlier the next year in 2010, that's when I got my hair dyed, and I got it like a nice like blonde, and I did not know what I was doing. Initially I wanted highlights, and then initially I wanted highlights, and then I was like, you know what, blonde all over. So our hair, me and my mom, we had the same hairdresser at the time. She dyed my hair blonde, and I pretty much started rocking that before I graduated. When I graduated in that summer before I left for college. So I did not know how to take care of blonde hair. I had really, really bad color damage, and it was turning brassy, and I wasn't like keeping it up. And it was just a hot mess. And I just remembered that when I would like comb out my hair, like, you know, a lot of strands would come out. It wasn't like normal shedding, and I had to constantly get my hair trimmed. So my hair did not grow past this length when my hair was colored and relaxed, except for that one time before my senior pictures. And that whole summer of 2010, I was just wearing my hair straight. I was still getting my relaxers and things like that. And then when I went to college, I went to Ohio. I wanted to go out of state. I had a scholarship, so that's why I chose to go out there. I went to a PWI. And I remember like, okay, I'm tired of relaxers. So I called my mom. I said, look, I'm not getting no relaxers out here. Ain't no black people here to do it that I trust. It was really, there was an African American like student body, but it wasn't a lot. It was probably no more than maybe 100 of us on campus out of all the white people and a few Asians. I'm just gonna put it like that. And so I had no one to give me a relaxer, so I was pretty much just growing out my blonde. And I would notice when I would wash my hair before I straightened it, that in the root I would have like curly pieces, and then from the relaxers it would be straight. So it would be like curly up here, but then the rest would be straight like this. And so I didn't know what I was doing. So unintentionally I transitioned, and then I want to say in October, I had the hairdresser cut my hair to like my ears, and it was a horrible cut. I don't even have a picture of it. It's a very horrible cut. And then I transitioned through that whole year, and then in summer of 2011, I was fully natural. Now just because I was fully natural doesn't mean that I wasn't, I was embracing the curly hair. I was, excuse me. I was embracing the curly hair during that summer because I was in Georgia with my ex. So it was really, really hot in Georgia. So I had to wear my hair in like wash and goes, and I was dealing with a little bit of heat damage too. So I didn't really know what I was doing. And then throughout my whole college career, I was still dealing with heat damage. I straightened my hair all the time. I did buy a curly bun. It was a synthetic curly bun. And now that I look back on it, that was a horrible, horrible decision. It was, it was embarrassing, and I'm surprised that nobody told me about myself, because I thought, okay, I could just do like a high bun and put the synthetic bun on top. But I was constantly doing buns that I was breaking, my hair off, and my hair was like getting really, really thin. So I was like, shit. So, 2014, in April 2014, I went to my sorority formal, and we took pictures. And then after we came back from formal, I was looking through all the pictures, and I was like, damn, my hair is like really, really thin. Like, it's thin as shit. And my hair broke off. I'm gonna insert a picture somewhere. My hair broke off. It was just horrible. It was just, and then I thought to get a weave for the last 2 months of college, and that broke my hair off even more. And so before I graduated, I had my roommate drive me to a salon somewhere in Ohio. It was like 30 minutes from campus, and I pretty much told the hairdresser, I said, look, I want you to just cut it off, cut it short. I don't have a preference. Just cut just cut everything. Just cut my hair to the shortest it can go. And she did that, and I graduated from college, and my mom was like, "What did you do?" And I was like, "I cut all my hair off, duh." And I've been growing my hair out ever since. So after that breakup, I moved back home to DC, and I really had to embrace, the whole like being by yourself and starting all over, because I had dated him throughout my entire college career. And so we were like, I was really, really attached, and it was just hard to finally come back home and actually like live for me and figure myself out, and also to figure out this short ass hair that I got now. So it was a lot of like learning myself, playing with different styles, embracing the low cut look, like the fade. Like it was I really had to get into my own like self-confidence and stuff like that. So in 2014, that summer 2014, I was just mainly doing wash and goes. I was using the olive oil eco styler gel, the curl enhancing smoothie. Those are like the only two products I was using all the time. And when you have like really, really short hair, you don't really know how to refresh them. You don't know, okay, my hair is short. I can't do a bun. I can't do a twist out. I can only do coil outs. So I did a lot of coil outs when my hair was a lot shorter. So, what else? Then I was experimenting with other products. I was experimenting with products such as OGX, Cantu, Camille Rose. I mean, I have already used Camille Rose before when I was newly natural a couple years prior, but then I really started using her moisture milk, her gel. Her gel had just came out that November of 2014. And that's when my whole product junkie way started, because I was buying all these products and I was testing them out, and then I dyed my hair red and it faded to a horrible copper. And I'm gonna insert a picture too. Red is so hard to maintain because it just fades. And then I had slight color damage, and I wasn't doing protein treatment, so I had to like buy more products and do a lot of research on Google and YouTube. So that's why I always like stress like Google is your best friend, YouTube is your best friend. I don't know everything. I'm learning just like y'all. I had to YouTube and Google for my answers. Like, why was my hair stringy? Why is this so loose? I just had to Google and search for products. And a lot of what it was that I wasn't using products that was helping my hair's elasticity. So yeah, I just had to buy a shit ton of products, and then me and Aaron started dating later in 2014, and he's been around since my hair was short. He actually prefers my hair short, like a low cut short, because that's what he saw when we reconnected. So now in 2016, my hair is long. I straightened it a month ago, and it's like here. I'll just insert a picture. My hair is like really, really long. When I straighten it, it's just my shrinkage just hides my true length. So that's another thing. Embrace the shrinkage, because shrinkage means your hair is healthy. That's all I can really say, and that your hair is moisturized. So yes. Now I'm not really a product junkie anymore. I mainly do wash and goes. I have my staple brands, my staple products. I'm to the point now, like, since Black Friday is over, I didn't really want to buy anything. I didn't want to try nothing new from nobody. I just wanted to kind of stay in my lane, stay with brands that I know. So I bought from Camille Rose, Mielle Organics, and Curls. That is my realm. The only time I will experiment with new products if a company sends them to me, but as far as me spending my own money on new stuff, I'm just not in that phase right now to try anything new. I have my staples. I have my favorite products. If they're on sale, I buy them. But I'm just to the point now where I'm just pretty much not trying new stuff. As far as my hair growth journey now, I'm just growing it out as long as it can be. I would be fine if my hair was like curly, like once it touches my shoulders and out. I would be fine with that. I probably won't grow my hair no longer than that because I'm very lazy and I would live in a bun all the time. So, that's pretty much it. My natural hair journey was pretty short. It's only what, 15 minutes? So, like I said, relaxers, a transition, heat damage, natural again, color damage. That's pretty much been my journey. So let me know your journey in the comment section. Sorry if this is really, really fast. Like I said, it's really hard to film this type of video because I just never got around to it and none of the videos satisfy my expectations. So hopefully this video goes up. But let me know in the comment section how long you've been natural. Did you experience with color damage or heat damage? Let me know. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will talk to you all in another video. And share this video too. Let people know that you watch me. And oh, and I'm thinking about doing like a 10K giveaway. So please follow me on Instagram because once I reach 10K, I'm going to do a massive product giveaway of all of my favorite products. So one lucky winner is going to win a lot of shit. So make sure you follow me on Instagram at Jazziness Curls. Have a blessed one, and I will talk to you all in another video. Bye.